Shocking revelation. The lawyer finally spoke up about the case Kim filed against Lakam, and everyone was left stunned. Kim and Paolo may not be ready for what's coming. Welcome to Stardom Scoop, Glowing Star, where we dive deep into the dazzling world of celebrity news, exclusive gossip, and the untold stories behind your favorite stars. If you love keeping up with the latest in Hollywood, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the juicy updates. The atmosphere online shifted dramatically when a major development finally emerged regarding the case Kim filed against Lakam. For weeks, fans watched quietly, waiting for clarity, waiting for answers, and waiting for a moment that would bring light to a situation that has been misunderstood, twisted, and speculated about non-stop. But no one expected this, a revelation so bold, and so unexpectedly decisive that it sent shockwaves across social media. According to those who witnessed it, even the most loyal supporters of Kim and Paolo were left speechless, as the lawyer handling the case finally laid everything on the table. It all started on a quiet morning when people least expected any update. The public had already been restless for days, wondering when Kim would break her silence, when her team would respond, and when all the rumors thrown around by anonymous accounts would be addressed once and for all. But instead of Kim or Paolo giving the first signal of movement, it was the lawyer, calm, prepared, and evidently carrying a heavy weight, that finally stepped forward. And according to those who were physically present, the reveal was not only surprising, it was overwhelming. From the very beginning of the lawyer's statement, it was clear that the situation was far more complicated than the public knew. Many had assumed the case was simple. Many believed it could be brushed off as a misunderstanding. But the lawyer's tone alone suggested otherwise. With every word, the intensity of the moment grew, and the air in the room thickened as, though everyone understood that whatever was about to be said would change not only the course of the case, but also the emotional state of Kim and Paolo. People close to Kim have always known her to be gentle, patient, and endlessly understanding. She is someone who avoids conflict and chooses peace whenever possible. But even someone with a heart as generous as hers reaches a breaking point. And what pushed her to file the case, according to the lawyer, was not a small matter, not a sudden impulse, and definitely not something that could be dismissed as drama. It was something that had piled up for quite some time, something she endured quietly, something she tried to manage on her own until it became too heavy to carry. While the lawyer did not go into every detail, out of respect for the sensitivity of the matter and the ongoing legal process, he did confirm something that left everyone's jaw on the floor. The case Kim filed is far more serious than earlier reports suggested, and the evidence her team gathered is substantial enough to shake even the toughest legal defense. This revelation alone made it clear that Kim had been fighting a silent battle long before the public ever heard about the issue. And what about Paolo? As expected, his name surfaced repeatedly during the lawyer's discourse. Not because he is directly involved in the legalities, but because of how deeply connected he is to Kim at this point in her life. The lawyer mentioned, in an unexpectedly emotional tone, that Paolo has been one of Kim's strongest emotional supports throughout the ordeal. But as the lawyer bluntly pointed out, even with all the strength Paolo had shown, the road ahead might still be too heavy for the both of them. The lawyer's exact words, according to the people present, echoed in the room: "This is not something Kim and Paolo can handle alone. The weight of this case goes beyond personal strength." And that alone sent the entire internet into a frenzy. What could be so overwhelming? What could be so deep-rooted that even the combined emotional resilience of two beloved celebrities wouldn't be enough? Fans began assembling theories, connecting dots, recalling past events, rewatching interviews, and reconsidering everything that had been said about Kim's recent challenges. And with every possible clue resurfacing online, the magnitude of the case became even more chilling. But the shocking moment didn't end there. The lawyer continued, saying that the situation involving Lakam was not merely accidental, nor was it something that could be labeled as miscommunication or a conflict blown out of proportion. According to him, the circumstances surrounding the case required direct legal intervention because of the gravity of what was done, and what Kim endured in silence. As the lawyer spoke, some people in the room reportedly gasped. Others simply froze, unable to process the information fast enough. And even those who thought they were prepared for the truth admitted that nothing could have prepared them for the intensity of that revelation. Online, the reactions exploded instantly. Hashtags related to Kim and Paolo began trending worldwide. Support messages flooded the comment sections of old posts, with fans telling Kim to stay strong and thanking Paolo for staying by her side. Supporters from different countries began sending messages of love, solidarity, and strength. And in the middle of it all, the lawyer's statement became the center of discussion. But perhaps the most surprising part of the lawyer's message was the confirmation that more developments will follow soon, and that those developments might be even more shocking. According to him, the case is moving forward faster than expected because the information they gathered is complete, verified, and far too concrete to be ignored by any legal authority. This, once again, left the public stunned. Many expected delays. Many expected denials. But what they got instead was confidence, strong, unshakable confidence, from Kim's camp. People who know Kim personally say that this is the first time she has taken such a bold legal step in her career. She has always been the type of person who forgives easily and avoids unnecessary complications. But this time, she chose to stand up for herself. She chose to protect her peace. And according to the lawyer, that decision was long overdue. Even more surprising was Paolo's reaction behind the scenes. According to those close to the couple's circle, Paolo reportedly told the lawyer that he is ready to support Kim at every stage of the case, regardless of how long it takes or how exhausting it becomes. His dedication stunned everyone, especially because he has been dealing with heavy schedules, ongoing commitments, and personal responsibilities. Yet, despite all of that, he remained unwavering. But here's the twist that shocked the public even more. The lawyer implied that there may be attempts from the other side, Lakam side, to counter the case or reduce its impact. However, the lawyer assured everyone that Kim's legal team is prepared, solid, and determined to protect her from any form of pressure or manipulation. He made it clear that the entire process is guided by truth, evidence, and justice. By the time the lawyer finished speaking, everyone knew one thing: the case was far from simple, and Kim's decision to take legal action was not out of impulse, but out of necessity. And with the evidence she has, the outcome of this case could become one of the most defining moments in her career. As the public continues to talk about the revelation, support for Kim and Paolo grows even stronger. Fans are praying for her strength, praising her courage, and thanking Paolo for his unwavering loyalty. People who once doubted the seriousness of the situation now understand the emotional and psychological weight Kim has been carrying. And while the battle is not over, one thing is clear: Kim is no longer fighting alone. This shocking revelation from the lawyer proves that the truth is finally coming to light. It proves that justice is within reach. And it proves that despite everything, Kim and Paolo have a bond strong enough to withstand even the hardest storms. The world is now watching. The public is waiting. And as more revelations unfold, one thing is certain: the case Kim filed against Lakam will change everything, and neither Kim nor Paolo will ever be the same after this. Thanks for tuning in to Stardom Scoop. If you enjoyed our deep dive into the latest celebrity drama, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more juicy updates. What do you think about Paolo and Kim's situation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep shining and stay in the know with Stardom Scoop.